with Sarel and France hanging on to third spot. The all-Toyota Class C battle between Eric Sanders and Enzo Kuhn has 9 seconds separating these teams. 12 night stages lie ahead of the crews as the rally moves across the border into Swaziland. First on the scoreboard and now first on the road are Grobler and Swanepoel. After stage 11, they lose the lead briefly to teammates De Waal and Hodgson before retaking it one stage later. Grobler loses the lead to De Waal on stage 16, who in turn loses it to Van der Merwe one stage later. Enjoying the forest stages at night, Serge Damso has blasted his way up the scoreboard and is now only 2.5 minutes behind the leader after 18 stages, Sarel van der Merwe.
If you can call a 10-second lead a lead, yes, I'm back in the lead, but it's only a third of the rally. It's a long way to go. We've had quite a few problems, and I had a migraine attack as well halfway through the rally, so under the circumstances, I'm quite happy, yes.
Stage 10 ended the Hubig and Judd effort, suspension failure sidelining their centre. Johan Ebertser and Steve Harding battled through the night, the Golf almost being totally rebuilt stage by stage. They currently lie in 19th spot and seem almost reluctant to continue against their odds. With dawn just hours away, the route swings north again and back into the Lesotho forest region. 9 long, tiring stages lie ahead of the crews before the 8-hour rest and regroup. In the first light of dawn, we find the Sarel van der Merwe Ford retired with fuel starvation problems. On stage 20, Hannes Grobler and Piet Swanepoel once again lead the Castrol Rally. Second on the road now, Serge Damso and Vito Bonafide have fought hard, regaining their time lost so long ago on stage 6. They currently lie second on the scoreboard and are whittling away at the 12 seconds that keep them from the lead.
100 right, followed by drift. Right, followed 7 minutes drift. Drift.
Wisely, they take this water drift slowly, keeping the electrics dry. On special stage 21, they retake the lead from Grobler. De Waal and Hodgson hang on to third place. Driving like a man possessed, Eric Sanders leads the Class B Golf of Cassie Coetzee and Wiley Harrington by over 3 minutes. In 6th place, and currently on the same minute as the Golf, are Glyn Hall and Martin Botha in the remaining Sasol Ford Laser. Only 22 cars remain in the rally, most of the field having been decimated during the night. The Natal crew of Ralph Chadwick and Mike Constable hold 7th place overall, while Nuno de Cunha's Skyline leads the next phase of competitors. Skalk and Sue Burger are leading the privateers.
Stand by. Red, yellow, green.
We join the third place team of Nick De Waal and navigator Guy Hodgson on special stage 27, the last stage for the day.
$120 left. 200 turn off, 90 left. 100 crossroads left, sharp left. 120 left. 120 left. Wipers on, blower on. Wipers on, blower on. Left and right. Up the hill.
So, having won 20 of the 27 stages, Serge and Vito lead by 53 seconds, ahead of Nissan's Hannes Grobler and Piet Swanepoel. Nick De Waal and Guy Hodgson have 4 minutes and 48 seconds between themselves and their teammates ahead of them.
Nick, you're in a very safe third place. You're going to stay with that or you're going to go for it?
No, there's a long night ahead. We've still got more than 200 kilometers of nighttime rallying, and I'm certainly going to go for it and see if I can get very close to Hannes during the night. And then during the daytime, we'll see what happens.
Now, can you actually attack that second spot, or are there team orders in the Nissan camp?
No, there's no team orders yet, so I feel that I'm still free to do what I think is best for the team.
Having rested during the break, the crews leave the park firm at the Ezelweni Sun Hotel at precisely 8 p.m. on Saturday night. It's once more into the forests for 7 night stages before a regroup and service break back at the rally headquarters. As dawn breaks over the Ezelweni Valley, we find the cars locked in battle on the final thrust of the 3-day event. After 36 stages, only 17 cars remain in the running. Serge and Vito having stretched their lead to 3.5 minutes, while the Nissans are only 2.5 minutes apart. As the leading car approaches the start of Special Stage 37, oil is seen spewing from the engine compartment. Serge is forced to turn back and find his service crew, while Hannes and Piet remain unaffected, knowing only too well how their own luck could swing. Serge starts the stage with the oil leak temporarily fixed, but the leading driver's face is starting to show signs of strain. To add to his problems, the Conquest clutch is starting to slip, making the gear selection in the 6-speed gearbox increasingly difficult. Now in 5th place, Eric Sanders and Thilo van Wessenhagen have fellow teammates Enzo Kuhn and Johan Seeling breathing down their necks. The Nissans have embarked on a do-or-die battle for 2nd place, something team manager Peter de Waal obviously dreaded. On the 15,4 kilometer 39th stage, disaster strikes the Serge Damso Toyota. Barely into the stage, the Conquest suffers a puncture to the right front wheel. To stop and change the wheel would give Hannes Grobler the rally on a plate, so Serge can only battle on, driving the Toyota on the alloy rim. The bodywork and the suspension take a pounding, as does the Toyota's lead, 2 minutes lost to the Nissans.
Pretty honest as het waar is dat de Serge miskien nou probleme daarmee flat out. Ja. Okay, jy het 'n goeie kar, gaan daarvoor. Daar's 4 trajecte voor. Dan kyk ons na die eerste traject of die eerste 2 trajecte wat gebeur. Dan weet ons hoe goed is.
Nick de Waal is told to back off on Hannes as the Nissans scent the Toyota's blood. Behind the Class A battle, the fight for Class C honours rages on. Team orders are ignored as Enzo Kuhn and Johan Seeling refuse to back off the pace in the closing stages. Only 1 minute separates the 2 cars. 2 stages later, Serge Damso and Vito Bonafide are only kilometres away from victory as we join them in the privacy of the little Toyota Conquest. For this talented pair, this is a moment to savour, having fought back from 28th place, survived punctures, a broken suspension, a cracked sump and endless fatigue. They now drive the closing kilometres of the 20th Castrol International Rally. Despite numerous victories in almost every event, this is a first for both Serge and Vito. This crew have won 27 of the 43 stages. Hannes Grobler and Piet Swanepoel have headed the Nissan attack, making Serge work so much harder for his victory. Then there was Nick and Guy, ever present, and a threat to both Hannes and Serge in the closing moments of the event. But the results stand firm, and Toyota's victory is confirmed. In 4th place, a great show of determination from Glyn Hall and Martin Botha. Eric and Thilo win the Class C battle against teammates Enzo Kuhn and Johan Seeling. Nuno de Cunha and Paul Rillard are 7th overall and 1st in Class B. Tony Ball and Tony Babb on 9th and take Class D honours, while Scottish entry Robbie Head with local lad Frank Lindemann finished 12th overall. From senior management to mechanic, the red dress of the Toyota team are there to salute the crew. It's taken 11 years to get a Toyota back onto this ramp, but Serge and Vito have done it.
I must say, this event I really worked for it. After we lost 7 minutes in some drift, and I didn't think we would be able to catch up, but I must say the first night was very exciting, the way we were catching them, and they were having a good good race in front there. I mean, that same night, I think they changed leaders 9 times. So they were really going for each other. So, and I was in the back there just watching what was happening, and it was quite interesting, I must say. I think it's very good for rallying.
So Toyota's victory on the Castrol concludes the third of 8 national events. The NGK Rally is next. Join us then.